went shopping. The cameraman, he went shopping. You went shopping.
I did.
I have not. I slept in. What did you go? Where did you go? What did you get?
First time ever that I've gone Black Friday shopping. 20 years of
life,
and I had never gone. Went to Sioux Falls. It was a crazy scene. The one scene I'll take away from is we were in the back of a, basic Walmarts are set up always the same, and they've got the electronics, and they got that center island with the registers. Well, near there, they had a pile of boxes and people just kind of standing around in some sort of scuttlebutt formation.
Customers?
Yes, customers, people there. Well, midnight hits. All of a sudden, all these people, all these boxes flying in the air. People grabbing these desktop computers.
Oh!
They were probably, I don't know, I have no idea how much they cost. Probably $350, $400. Apparently a steal. And then everybody's just grabbing them. It was like they were flying up in the air. I've never seen anything like it. It was pretty funny. And then one other thing, when got up to the cash register, somebody had a bunch of little kids' clothes. They had a 51-inch TV. They had that one of those desktop computers and a laptop. Went up, swiped their credit card. They hit the limit. 500. Never raised the limit. It's like, raise your limit if you know you're going out. I think some people just think they have a $100 million limit on their credit card.
Nice.
And so, needless to say, the guy runs out to the vehicle, gets a checkbook or check, and runs that. And I just kind of thought to myself, yeah, like that check's not going to bounce.
Yeah.
So a couple of good moments. Went to Target. It was a ridiculous line at Target, but got some good deals on DVDs. So that was about the extent of it. Just a crazy scene. I guess as a novice, I'm not going to go back again. It's not really worth the time. But if you can get some great deals, I know somebody who got 3 TVs, 3 40-inch TVs.
Your roommate?
Not my roommate, no. But I would like to have big TVs. Yeah.
What did you get? Where'd you go?
I went to Walmart. I got movies.
Sioux Falls?
No, Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Nice.
Mm.
Nice. So I mean, good deals if you can get them. That's what they do.
We have many antlers here, more than you care to know about. I did not pay for any of these. I
should quickly add that apparently at Best Buy in Sioux Falls, and of course, always give us your feedback. Tell us your Black Friday stories. But apparently there was a fight. There was a fight at the Best Buy in Sioux Falls. That's what I'm told by a family member who was there.
Resources.
Yeah.
I've never gone. This was the first year where they opened it up at midnight instead of like 5 a.m.
I have to assume that's better because
I'm assuming this is going to happen on like Thursday now. It's like the caucuses and the primaries.
Everybody wants to be first.
It's going to be 2 years before the actual election in 20 years. This is going to be a week before the actual day. Yeah. It's going to be the weekend before.
That prediction's probably on. I don't know if it'll ever.
It's going to be Brown Friday.
I don't know if it'll ever totally infringe on Thanksgiving because I think there's a lot of purists out there who will never go for that. They will never open at 5 a.m. on Thanksgiving. But it's totally possible too that let's go shop, then we'll come back, we'll cook our turkey,
then we'll
nap, we'll watch some football, and we'll go out again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where I guess that's possible. I think your idea about the weekend before could catch fire. I think that's good.
You have these people at, the Wednesday, the Thursday before, they're staying out all night. 24, 26, 30 hours before. They're in line at Best Buy to get these TVs that are half off, that there's only 10 of them in the entire store, which they never tell you about.
And they don't tell you where in the store it's at. So it's like, you get in the door, where am I going?
You look at the fine print, there's only 10 in the store. It's what the fine print says.
They give you a map and they say, find it.
Do they?
I think most stores will give you a map. I know at Target they were handing out maps telling people where everything's at.
Wow.
Walmart, they were doing that too.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
I can definitely see why retailers get back in the black because everybody's there. Everybody's shopping, buying stuff that they probably don't need.
No, they don't need it. They want it. And like, this is cheap. I'll never find it cheaper than this.
Until next year when it is inevitably cheaper than it was.
And it'll be like that one guy, and he'll be divorced because he has no money now. Because he bought 3 TVs. Or a bunch of baby clothes. everybody, they should be back later in the week.
Let's hope so.
So we'll get into more. We'll preview and we'll make our picks. We'll have fancy flip cards, I hope.
Oh my!
For the conference title.
That'll
games.
be something.
So I got that to look forward to print in color.
I wish I had a UCLA helmet so I could put it on.
Yes, I enjoyed their helmets against USC.
I didn't see them.
They were white. They were kind of different. They were usually blue, but they went kind of all white with some stripes of gold and blue. A little different, but I liked it.
Well, it's
kind of like this show.
Since we're giving out the shout-outs on uniforms, not a fan of Stanford's. My goodness. Don't just add black because you can. I think that's just...
What about SDSU? Because they wore black against Minnesota?
Yeah, I think they wore black.
They wore black against Nebraska?
Yep.
I think they wore black at least once down in Georgia.
They did not against the Bulldogs.
But for that tournament down there.
Yeah. I guess it's sharp. I wouldn't do it. To be honest with you, I would find a...
Save it for the big games. I think it's been overused now. They've worn them 3 times already.
And I think what black does is it fires up your fan base. Well, in basketball, you wear that on the road. So I don't think they will really work out a deal to ever have those at home. Last year in the first round of the Summit League Tournament, they wore black against IPFW. But don't just add black for black's sake. I will say, even though I picked Virginia last week and they got throttled 38-0, I will stand behind that pick that I was completely wrong.
Good.
But Virginia Tech with the VPI, Virginia Polytechnic
like the V,
Institute.
and then there's the T inside the V. Or
That's cool. That's nice. I like the little touches back to the past. Who else had? I guess that was kind of it. Expect Army Navy in a couple weeks. They're supposed to have some sweet uniforms, both schools.
May I just say that game bores me to death.
I'm always like, oh, so awesome, patriotism, football, yeah. And then you get to like the middle of the first quarter, you're like, these teams suck.
Especially when it was in Veterans Stadium with the turf on a cold December day. I'm like, my God, this just ugh.
Yeah, that's usually how I end up feeling.
It's like I'm in a bucket of ice for 3 hours.
And they never have Vern Lundquist go call.
Oh, it's always their third team on CBS because Vern Lundquist, he's down in the. He's off. He's off the clock.
That's right. He'll go do the Sun Bowl at the end of the year, and then that's it.
May I say, we talked about this on radio, our favorite announcers. I'll go with Vern Lundquist. To put him and his team with Gary Danielson.
Yep.
I'll put those two top of my list.
They're pretty good. I definitely agree. I don't watch as much SEC football as I probably should. I was a big fan of the Urban Meyer crew, the Dave Pasch, Chris Spielman, Urban Meyer, but now Urban Meyer's like, well, screw you guys. I'm going to coach.
Screw you guys.
I'm going to go get $4.5 million at Ohio State.
$40 million for 7 years. Unreal.
Brent Musburger and Kirk Herbstreit are quality.
I wish he was like 5 years younger, or 10 years younger.
Because then you'd have 10 more years.
Because does he have 5 more years left in him?
He's got between 3 and 5.
Okay. We've got more than that time. Probably not this show, but as a life expectancy, we do.
Let's hope so.
So join us later in the week when everybody will be back for conference title previews on the next episode of the Sports Lounge.
About to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all live so fine. My baby said I was crazy, my mama called me lazy. I was going to show them all this time. 'Cause you know I ain't no fooling, I don't need no more schooling. I was born to just to walk the line. Living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time.
Pressure's dialed up now. Now you think about Novak and what his range is.
Well, Novak did hit on a 53-yarder earlier today. And we've got a minute 34.
Spiller is the lone setback. Short set. Fitzpatrick fires. Touchdown. Stevie Johnson over the middle. And he beat Darrelle Revis. He continues to go at Revis. That's a 5-yard touchdown play. Johnson with his 5th catch of the half.
Now watch Revis before the snap. He's going to back out. And that allows Stevie Johnson to take that one step and work right across his face.